I went to ease myself. As I wiped, I saw blood. I started crying. I was crying. I called my husband, babe, our baby is going out. I'm losing my baby. I was crying. I felt so bad. I felt so bad. Like, I've had this child. I have really gotten to love this child. How come I'm having a miscarriage? This was meant to be my first baby. So I started crying, and he was like, calm down, it's okay. The worst thing for me was that he wasn't even around to console me for us to deal with the loss together. So, hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your favorite girl, Enke Unfiltered, and you're welcome to what? Motherhood Fridays. Guys, if you're new here, my name is Nkiru Arinze, popularly known as Enke Unfiltered, and as usual, I keep telling you, on this channel, we rap. Guys, I'm a YouTuber based in FCT, Nigeria. I am a mom, a content creator, a lawyer, a wife. In everything you do, do not forget, say, person, keep me for house. I always say this because, guys, I'm a spec now. For him to marry me, you know that I'm a whole package. Guys, if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for sticking by me. I appreciate you guys, and as usual, I bring you the tea on motherhood, those things that they refuse to talk to us about. I, Nkiru Arinze, I bring it to you. Your Enke babe, or your unfiltered babe, and my buttery guy wholesale. So guys, on today's episode, I am going to talk about how most first pregnancies end in miscarriages. Yes, if this is a topic you're going to love to talk about, do stay tuned and let's get right into it. Hi guys, welcome back. Guys, before we continue, please like this video, comment on this video, share this video, and subscribe to my channel. Turn on your post notifications so I can get notifications when I post my videos. I hope you guys enjoy my videos, so I will expect that you would love to turn on your post notifications so you can be aware when I post all these red gems I post on here. So today, sometime in May or June, sometime in May, I put up a post on my Instagram and I said most first pregnancies end in miscarriages, and almost trust those keypad warriors, they came for me. But the truth is that I was speaking from my own experience and from stories I have heard from other mothers, which is that most times most first pregnancies end in miscarriages. I will use myself for an example because no, I'm a pet project for you all. So my first pregnancy, I got pregnant sometime in 2020. Yes, 2020, like September 2020. I remember that I found out I was pregnant on my dad's birthday. Oh no, I found out I was pregnant on the 18th of September, and I kept on to it to tell my dad on his birthday as a birthday gift, because my dad is a September 20th born, and I was like, okay, I'll tell it to my dad about my pregnancy, let him be aware about it, let him know, and that'll be his birthday gift. And when I told, because guys, I had waited a complete year before I took in. Got married 2019 December, and my husband and I had an understanding that we're not going to have kids until after a year. We wanted to enjoy each other, you understand, to enjoy our company, to enjoy each other. And then unfortunately, that was when COVID happened. We got married December 2020, December 1992. We had December 2019, and I had my first pregnancy in September. So I was happy because my parents, they have been holding me and hounding me and telling me, get pregnant, what are you waiting for? If I time waits for no one, age is not on your side, and all those motivations. They even put me as prayer point. So I was excited to be pregnant. Which woman would not want to be pregnant for the love of her life? I was happy to be pregnant for my husband. So when I found I was pregnant, it was really exciting. So I was quick to tell my husband. We were happy about it because I told my husband, see babe, I'm pregnant. Backstory. Sometime in August, I was feeling sick, nauseous. We had not resumed work fully, so I was always at home. I don't go to work or go to court. I would go to court sometimes, but that period I was very nauseous and I was feeling sick. So I was always indoors, like I was like not feeling so good. My mom would leave me in the house. I will be on the couch. I was like a couch potato. I'll be on the couch till he comes back. I am still on my couch. I wasn't doing anything. I wasn't moving an inch. I wasn't even eating. I was just lazy and lying around. So if you know I don't eat much, so I can stay hungry for God knows how long. So I will stay from morning till he comes back like around 2 or 3. And when he comes back with corn, I'll just eat corn. So it was like what is even wrong with you? Why are you lazing around? This unlike you, you would get up and do something, at least do videos or something. But I wasn't doing anything. So I told my husband, I think I'm pregnant. I think he was like, which pregnant again, babe? Which pregnant? I was scared. I was like, no, I think I'm pregnant. He said, you are joking. I said, I know what I'm feeling. So I told him, okay, you know what? Let's do a strip test. He was like, I'm telling you, you're not pregnant. Stop stressing me. I did when I had to do a strip test, it was negative. Mind you, my period is very regular. I keep saying it on my channel, my period is a very regular period. Like if I miss my period, know that something is wrong. I don't miss my period. My period comes at the exact date Flo says it's supposed to come. So I rarely miss my period. So my period had not yet come. It was like 3 days, 2 days before it comes. So I checked, it was negative. I did another strip test, negative. I was like, why is it negative? Why am I feeling like this? You know, women know when their body is different. So it was like, I told you, I was insisting, I want to do a blood test. I want to do a blood test. Why do you want to waste money? We are trying to manage money because this was COVID year. Everyone was trying to save every single penny they had. So I said, I want to do a pregnancy test. He said, you know what, no problem. We drove to Echo Scan. We did the pregnancy test. It came out and it was negative. And he looked at me. You know that bombastic side eye. He gave me like one very bad eye. I told you you're not pregnant and you're insisting that you're pregnant. What do you mean? I said, I wanted to just know, but I was like, why am I not pregnant? And I feel the way I feel. But like, you know what, no problem, let's move on. Then I started having serious itch in my vagina. And I was like, what kind of itch is this one? This one's from the devil. I was having severe itch. So I said, you know what? Let me treat for infection, because after that pregnancy scare, I was now having baby fever. Yeah, I was having baby fever. It's unlike me. I'm not maternal, but I still having baby fever. So I said, you know what? Let me treat infection. So I spoke to a doctor and he prescribed a drug for me. And because he asked me, are you pregnant? I said, no, I checked, I'm not pregnant. What I would have done is waited for to miss my period, because I already know my period is very regular. So I did. I started taking infection drugs. I was having severe itch. I started taking my those infection drugs they gave to me. So I started treating the infection with strong antibiotics. I can imagine strong antibiotics. So after I finished treating the infection, that was like 3 days in. The 4th day, my period was not supposed to come on that day. I didn't see my period. I was like, why is my period not here? The 2nd day, I didn't see the period. I now got stripped without telling my husband. I did a test and it was positive. And it was positive. You can imagine it was positive. I'm like, how is it positive? I did this test, it was negative. Why is it now positive? I went to my husband and babe, see, this is showing positive. He was like, which one is positive? Why did you even do pregnancy test? I said, my period is late, so I wanted to do pregnancy test. He said, how come it's showing positive? I said, it's showing positive. So let's go to the lab. Went to the lab, I did my test, it was still positive. It was positive. So I got 3 negatives and now eventually got 2 positives. You can imagine. So I had my pregnancy test like 5 times, if not 6 times, plenty times. So I said, wow. I said, okay, yes, I'm pregnant. This was happening September 18th. So I'm pregnant. I messaged my sisters, guys, I'm pregnant. But nobody should tell that. Nobody should tell mommy. I want to surprise them. I want to gist them like face to face. My mom was in Abuja and my dad was not in Abuja. But I wanted to gist my mom and dad at the same time. Let it not be as if I'm telling one person and not telling the other person. So I went to my sister's house to visit my sister and I broke the news to my mom. My mom was so excited. Everybody was so excited because my mother-in-law was excited the most, because if I was getting pregnant that time, it meant that I was going to give birth in May. And my father-in-law's birthday was May. Is May. He's late now, but my father-in-law's birthday is May. So we're expecting that, oh, I'll get pregnant, I'll be giving birth like my father-in-law's birthday. In fact, the irony that the date they gave to me was, I think, May 26th. I think that's his birthday, May 26th. I'm not sure. So that was the day they gave to me. I was very excited. My sister-in-law was very excited. We're also excited, like, Enki's pregnant. What are the odds? Just like that. So I quickly told my mom, told my dad was so excited. Enki, God, thank God, because they started using me as prayer points. They started praying for me because I was becoming a handful, because we agreed that we're not going to take him till after 1 year. So we said 1 year is max, 1 year max. So we were pregnant, so we're happy, and we started answering baby incoming. I told my parents, I told my friends, my very close friends that we're also excited, because this is like a love child. It was meant to be a love child for my husband and I, being that we have been dating for 8 years at that time, and it was going to be like the product of our love. It was so exciting. So we started my pregnancy journey. That's the first week. That, you know, when you check now, by then it's already 4 weeks. So by the 6th week, I was fine. I was fine. I was bubbly. I even had a whole event with my friend as a photographer, Nicole. We had an event going on in Guzape. So we're doing the event. I was going out every morning handling the event. Where all was going fine. My husband then traveled on a Friday. He traveled on a Thursday for a wedding in the east. So I went to go and stay my younger sister's in Ako's house. My younger sister is Akwabata. So I went to her house to go and stay. And I was there. Saturday morning was the finale of the event. And as I woke up, I was not feeling some kind of way. I was feeling like something is wrong. Something is wrong. I was feeling weak. And I went to ease myself and I saw brown discharge. I was like, brown discharge? From where? How? I didn't understand why I was having brown discharge and I was having mouth contractions. I went to the bed to lie. I called my mom, I called my sisters, and I was like, sis, what's happening to me? And my mom was like, go and bathe with, I think, cold water. Go and bathe with cold water and then lie down, remain on the bed. I went and bathed with cold water and I lay down. I was just there calm. I didn't want to make any movement. I was just while I started browsing. Everything you do, please do not browse. I was now browsing about, this was happening October 26th. I was now browsing, October 24th, I think. I was now browsing about brown discharge, blah blah. But I told my husband, babe, see, pray, let's hold hands and pray. I'm becoming worried. And he was like, don't worry, everything will be fine. He started browsing too, so I should just rest, I should just keep quiet. By the way, it turns out that the itch that I was having, that I thought I had infection, was implantation itch and not infection. So guys, before you take any medication, speak to your doctor and do a proper test. So I was just on the bed, worried, sick, and then I stood up to ease myself again, and I saw, and the brown discharge was still there. Then my mom was like, you need to go to the hospital, like you need to now go to the hospital to go and see a doctor and tell them how you are feeling. This was because it was becoming like afternoon. I was still feeling that way. So I called a boat guy. I wasn't driving then, but I had learned how to drive, but I wasn't driving then. So I called a boat. I booked a boat, and the boat came to pick me. As I got to the hospital, I went to see the doctor. The doctor was like, okay, what's happening? Blah, blah. I said, okay, you go for a test. And she wrote threatened miscarriage. And I was like, guys, I'm not having a miscarriage. So I went to the lab, and they told me to go and take go and ease yourself, go and release urine from your body, and then take plenty water. Yes, take plenty water, and then come let us do the test for you. So they were checking that. She was like, okay, you say you're pregnant, we can't really see anything, so we actually need to do the internal test, like put something inside you to check instead of the whole scan on the stomach. So I had to go and ease myself, and I went to ease myself. As I went to ease myself, as I wiped, I saw blood. I started crying. I was crying. I called my husband, babe, our baby is going out. I'm losing my baby. I was crying. I felt so bad. Like, I've had this child. I have really gotten to love this child. How come I'm having a miscarriage? This was meant to be my first baby. So I started crying, and I was like, calm down, it's okay. The worst thing for me was that he wasn't even around to console me for us to deal with the loss together. So I went back. I told them, I'm already seeing blood. They just smiled. They put it. I said, you say you are pregnant, but instead of, you say you are 8 weeks gone. I was meant to be 8 weeks gone. You said you are 8 weeks gone, but we are seeing just 5 weeks. Turns out that the fetus stopped growing by 5 weeks, and it just was dead. Then by the time my body realized that there's something that was dead inside of me, and I decided to expel it. So I was like, God, why do I have to go through this? Like, I wasn't even ready to have a baby, and then you gave me one, and then you took it away from me. I felt so bad because I had already connected with the baby. I always saying, oh baby, we'll give it to you. Me, I was already excited. Anyone that knows that's had a miscarriage knows that even if you had this miscarriage at 1 week, you've already bonded with that child, and it's very painful. So I was really so excited to have that baby, but it happened. I had that miscarriage, and I was so sad. I got home that day. They gave me some drugs, some pills. Like, I got home that day, and I went through one of the most painful experiences of my life, apart from labor. That's when I remember that labor was going to be painful. I went through one of the most painful experiences. I had to deal with the contraction, like dilating of my womb, in order to expel the fetus. And by 12 a.m. that day, the next day, I had already expelled a very big lump of blood, which I thought felt was the fetus. I it came out from the on the ground, and I picked it up and I threw it in the toilet, and I cried. My friends rallied around together around me to console me and say sorry. Like, it was so painful, but it happened, and I was happy. Eventually I was happy that my body realized that, oh, this is wrong, and I was expelling it. Because when I was crying, the doctor was like, why are you crying? Is your husband that way? I said no. He said, then why are you crying? Is he going to blame me? I said no. He said, then why are you crying? I said, because I don't want to lose my baby. And he was like, see, this is a natural phenomenon. It happens. Your body sensed that something was wrong with that fetus and decided to expel the baby. Would you have preferred to have a baby that is defective? And I said no. He said, because I just came out from the operation room now, and the woman had a baby that was blind, and she was bleeding during her first 3 months of pregnancy, and she didn't tell anyone. Turns out some vital parts of the baby left, and she didn't know. Now she has a blind baby. He gave me other instances and told me I should be thankful to God that my body rejected the fetus that was not good. That's what he told me, and that comforted me. Even though it didn't stop me from crying, it comforted me to know that, okay, you know what, I don't want a deformed baby, I want a complete baby, I want a happy child, I want to be happy too. So I was happy with whatever happened, because when they asked me questions, were like, did you take any drugs? I was like, yes, I actually took antibiotics. I thought I had an infection. Then the doctor just schooled him and said, you had an implantation itch. People have implantation bleeding, people have implantation itch, people have various types of symptoms before they are confirmed pregnant. And she said, next time, make sure that you are confirmed not pregnant. Like, make sure you have missed your period before you can do anything, before you can take anything. So it brings me back to this, well, I say that most first pregnancies end up in miscarriages, because I didn't have the knowledge I have now. I didn't know that, oh, it's possible for me to be pregnant and still my strip will be showing me negative. I didn't know all these things, but it taught me that, oh, don't jump into conclusion, do your research well, wait, actually wait for your period to be missed, wait for you to miss your period before you can check. And when I posted that I had a miscarriage, and one girl, a baby doctor, was now in the comment section telling me, oh, shut up your mouth, most times you women just jumping, you are pregnant, you're not even pregnant, blah blah blah, saying all sorts of, and I was like, my own experience, me, you are telling me that I was not pregnant, telling me that you're just telling me that I was not pregnant, and what I felt was not real. I went through this experience, and you are telling me. But trust my Instagram followers, now they came for her, they gave it to her, they finished her, they were screaming at her, they were tagging her, dragging her, insulting her certificate, and eventually she apologized and took down her comment, because come on, you're undermining my experience, and that's not what it's supposed to be. That's why we have this motherhood community. We can come and air our problems, because most times women go through a lot of things that they cannot share, because the society is going to insult them, society is going to cause them, society is going to judge them, and society is going to blame them. They find it difficult to come out and speak their mind. So I'm speaking my mind now. So if you've had a miscarriage and you've had to deal with it alone, please tell me. I know a couple of women, at least 50% of women have miscarriages as their first pregnancy, because they don't know they are pregnant, and maybe they're taking medications for malaria or infection or one thing or the other, and they're not aware, or they are weak, or they're stressed and they stress themselves to the extent that the body is too weak to hold the pregnancy and it expels. So I know what I'm saying when I say most first pregnancies end in miscarriages. I don't have the percentage, but a lot of them end in miscarriages because you don't even know what you are doing. But after your first miscarriage, your second time, you are aware, you are mentally aware, you are looking, you know what you're supposed to do, you're being very, very careful, you don't do careless things. You should know that you want to take, you are being very careful. Like me, when I was already taking for KD, I knew I was going to wanted to be pregnant, so I told myself, you know what, I would rest November and target December to get pregnant. So by December, I was ready to take in, and I just did my thing, and I got pregnant. And when I got pregnant, I was very careful. I was taking in some women, it's even Zobo, they'll be taking Zobo thinking that, oh, I'm just taking Zobo, I like Zobo, I don't even know I'm pregnant, and then before you know it, Zobo will contract the womb and expel the pregnancy. Yes, it could be exercise. It could be exercise. Another thing that my husband and I are suspecting too caused that miscarriage was that I was doing rigorous aerobics at home, because we were staying at home for so long and wanted to be working at. I had done rigorous exercises at home, so it was even possible that it was those aerobics that even expelled the pregnancy. A lot of factors were surrounding the miscarriage that I was beating myself up. I'm like, I'm living with a man, I'm having sexual intercourse, so of course I can be pregnant, anything can happen. I'm not using protection, so why the hell did I think I cannot get pregnant? Am I maybe because from January till that September time I hadn't taken it, so I was expecting that, oh, I'm married to a superhero, he cannot get me pregnant because he's strong, his pull-out game is strong. It happened, I was pregnant, so I had that miscarriage. So most women are ignorant to all these facts in their first pregnancies, and it always ends in miscarriages. and I hold hands with you guys to cry and to feel the pain. You might be going through it now as you're watching this video. No, it's going to be all right. You're going to be having more children than you expect. If you're going through a loss now, I hold hands with you and say sorry. You have to go through this. I'm sorry that this happened to you, but I tell you that the front is brighter. And Kiru, that's my name. The future is brighter, and you are the future. Mothers, be nice to other mothers, because you don't know what they're going through. It could be a miscarriage, it could be a loss of a baby. Because I remember when I was in labor for Casey, the woman next to me was moaning in pain, having mouth. I was like, why did they keep this woman near me now? See now, she's not even having any pain. I'm the one going through it. She's not even, look at now. I wanted to ask her, madam, you're not even going through pain. How come your own is how does it feel to be God's favorite? But I just kept quiet. And eventually, when she congratulated me for having my baby, the doctors told me that this lady, she's having a miscarriage. She was pregnant for twins, and the miscarriage at 16 weeks. It was so heartbreaking for twins. I felt so bad. Imagine if I had spoken just like out of pain to her carelessly. Imagine what she would have been going through. I felt so bad, and I was like, why did people now have to keep her close to me that was going through labor? It was like I'm shouting. See, this one doesn't even know how lucky she is, and I'm shouting and crying and in pain, and she's going through pain, but her pain that she's going to lose her baby. And I could relate because I had been through that. When I was done, when she came back to lie on her bed, and I told her, I understand what you're going through. I have been there. I've not had twins before, but I've had a miscarriage, and I can understand your pain. But I promise you, the future is brighter. And she started crying, but she told me thank you for those encouraging words, because it seems like nobody understands what she's going through. And I don't know what is going on at home, but those few words of mine encouraged her. And I'm telling you, mothers, today, encourage your fellow women. You don't know what they're going through. It could be that they're trying to conceive, it could be they're going through a miscarriage, it could be that they're having bad times in their home, it could be anything. Please be nice to women, because we only have each other. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoy my experiences that I share. I don't share this because I like to talk to, I share it because I want to have a community of women that can come together on my page, discuss their experiences, and be happy to know that whatever you have gone through, whatever you are going through, somebody else has gone through it, someone else is going through it, and also learn from each other's mistakes and experiences. I don't come here because I just want to just blab and go. Please hold my videos dear to your heart. Engage my videos so that people that actually need it will actually get to see my videos. Thank you so much for supporting me and watching my videos. I appreciate you all, and I love you all. And I'll see you guys in my next video. But before you go, like my video, subscribe, turn on your post notification, and comment on my video. I'll see you guys later. Bye. Toodles.